Hello, we're the Dungeon Bros. Again,
Back at you for another round.
another round of free D&D homebrew on Drive-Thru RPG. March 2022. We've got some feats, and not like some like weird like celebrity feat, like how all the YouTubers now have to like pixelate their feet whenever they're doing videos. And
Yeah, no, these are unpixelated feats for D&D.
Yes, not our feet. There's no images of our feet.
You don't want to see our feet.
Yeah, they're not the best, but this pack is nice. I did 2 of the feats. You did 3 of the feats.
Yep.
We've got a little sneak peek at a supplement project that we're working on for 5th edition D&D, specifically surrounding a blood magic, and I think I'll lead it off with that. This is a sneak peek of the Arcane Overcharge feat. You have to at least have the ability to cast 1 spell, and in a gist, you're going to be rolling your own hit dice to cast spells. Now, when you roll the hit dice, you're going to take damage, necrotic that cannot be reduced, and in turn, you'll be able to cast a spell of equivalent level to the number of hit dice that you used and took damage from. That kind of, it's a nice little sneak peek at the theme we're going for our blood magic supplement.
Yep, there's a lot of we don't like the lack of use of hit die. There's really only in mainstream D&D. There's only one use for hit die, and that's of course to heal on a short rest. And that was kind of our intention with the blood magic supplement, as well as this feat in particular, was to get more of that usage.
More usage. It's really cool and thematic. I love the idea of the wizard like pushed to the breaking point, and it's like, fine, I'm gonna do some dark shit and be able to like get the final blast out. And there's also kind of a risk reward thing there. You don't want to cast too high level of a spell because you'll risk knocking yourself out before you can get the spell off, sort of a thing. There's a lot more content like that in terms of subclasses, spells, feats, magic items, etc., and so on in our upcoming Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition supplement for blood magic from the Dungeon Bros. We'll find a more concise
way to put that, yeah.
More concise name for that in the future. Sam, what's one of your feats?
So my one of my feats, actually the one I think I'm most proud of here, is the offensive duelist. So in the player's handbook, there is of course the defensive duelist, which gives you basically the parry to add +3 to A or C. This offensive duelist allows you to force your opponent to make a reaction attack against you. You get to add your intelligence modifier to it, and if they miss you with their attack, then you get a bonus to your next hit against them. So this kind of comes from a fencing idea, where you provoke you beat on your opponent's weapon to try to get them to do just that attack, which you are ready for to push your advantage.
Yeah, it's similar in theme to like the goading attack or the fainting attack from the Battlemaster. But I think a bit more effective here, and the boost to your AC to help, like you're ready for it, you're preparing, you're planning on being attacked, and that's part of your strategy. I like that. Very smart maneuver, some might say. Very smart.
Some might.
The other feat that I did was the Insightful Soul. It requires a wisdom of at least 13 to take. You gain proficiency in insight or expertise if you do not already have expertise in the insight skill. You may recall an Unearthed Arcana, where Wizards of the Coast was looking at giving certain skills special feats and additional effects to apply to them. And the community was kind of like, these are kind of dumb. Not a whole lot of use, very niche, not really worth taking an entire feat. A feat is a big commitment.
Yeah.
Now, to try and offset that a little bit, what I'm doing here is you can use a bonus action. You can make a contested check against an enemy. And if you win that contest, you can learn more about their capabilities, resistances, vulnerabilities, immunities, legendary resistances, if they have any condition immunities. And it's just kind of an additional layer of planning that you have available to you. Nothing too crazy. Kind of feeling like the Matt Mercer's Cobalt Soul E a little bit. The list of things you get access to is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And the way you go about getting it is a bit different. But the idea of giving special features to skills is a good idea. It just has not been implemented in a way that's been good yet. And I think this is a first step towards that.
I agree. Next up, the next one I did was the Rapier Expert. Again, this one I kind of kept with the fencing theme as well. I've never fenced, but I did take my time to do some research on it. So first off, with it you gain the reach property when using rapiers, which in fencing and that sort of sword play, mobility is a great asset. So if you're very trained in it, you should be able to move around a lot, and that's kind of what this is emulating, where you can move 5 feet forward to get that extra attack in, or that stab in, however you want to phrase that, without actually using your movement while standing in place. And then you gain 2 bonus actions, which are the basically stances that you can take. One being a more defensive stance, which disallows your opponent to get critical hits in on you, where you have positioned yourself in a way that you're able to guard against your vital spots and stop a hit from happening.
And just a nice +1 to your AC as well.
Yeah, and that's only, it's a short-term, 1 round, get ready sort of thing. The other one is a more aggressive stance where you're pushing your own physicality into their space, kind of putting them off their feet, and this would disallow a opponent from getting advantage on you until the beginning of your next turn. And here we also add a +1 to your next attack roll again, since you're being aggressive and putting them on their back foot.
Useful. Kind of, it's helping us to finally reach that idea of differentiating the weapons from one another, more than just finesse or not finesse.
Yeah, we have a big problem with that.
A reason to take the rapier over any of the other sword options that are available.
Exactly.
And last but not least, the whip expert. That's another creation of your own.
Yeah, the whip expert, again, kind of in that line of why would I take a whip? Because the whip has reach and finesse properties, but it only has a 1d4. It's definitely not a thrown weapon.
Yeah. You can't get that classic Indiana Jones little whoosh going on.
Yeah, and so that's kind of where the whip expert feat took form from, was Indiana Jones, because that's the fantasy, if you're using whip, that you probably at least partially based it on. And so it gives you advantage on checks against beasts. It gives you a bonus to climbing, and it gives you a special benefit to your opportunity attacks, that when an opponent runs past you, you can use it to knock them down, kind of that whipping at the foot and then yanking them so that they fall over.
Yes, very, very thematic, very visual, and useful. I love it. Indiana Jones, take him out with the whip, if you will, for, what is it, the ultimate battle of ultimate destiny. And
yes.
Did not end up winning that battle.
No, that was Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. We
need to find a way to incorporate Mr. Rogers into one of these upcoming packs.
I'm sure we can do that.
You can download this feat pack for free. Pay what you want on DriveThruRPG right now. There's going to be a link below in the description box. And next month, for April 2022, we've got a spell pack.
Spell pack number 2.
Yes, a spell pack. This one's going to be entirely your doing.
Yeah, this one's focusing on bone armor.
Bone armor. Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Necromancy meets abjuration magic.
Indeed. Well, I was going to say we had no more use for that. Oh, that was
pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. It landed upside down on the tripod. That's neat.
And it's vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can download it again on DriveThruRPG, link in the description box below. You can also follow us on Twitter at DungeonBrosYT, on TikTok at DungeonBrosYT, where over 11,000 of you already follow us, which is awesome. You can join our Discord server as well, invitation link down below. A very small community, but getting active there. We want to get some more people in. If you're interested, if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in this pack. But our Blood Magic supplement, we're aiming for late April, early May for this. And we definitely want to be giving out as many copies as we can. We're going to be charging for it. It'll probably be $4.99, $5, if you will. or if you won't. That's up to you.
You're on $5. Pay what you want.
$5 if you are interested in it. And we want to be giving away a lot of copies. You can tag some of your favorite content creators on YouTube or on TikTok if you find us on TikTok. We would love to be sending out a bunch to other D&D content creators as well. If you are a fan, you can subscribe. You can like this video. You can comment on it. That's probably not going to help you get the complimentary pack, but that would make us feel better. But if you want to, you can join the Discord server, and anyone that's in the Discord server, we're going to be giving probably 2 or 3 copies of the complimentary pack away to anyone in the Discord server. So please join us there. In the meantime,
Peace out.
I was going to say have a good day, but I mean, that works too.
An opportunity attack against you, to which you add, again, the cat's...
You keep putting this in the same drawer, don't you?
No, I keep moving it.
Okay. This isn't a toy. Get out of here. Hey. Jester, say hello to the audience. Very good.
The other one is an aggressive stance, where she keeps finding trash.
What is this?
That is from a dice box. That is a liner from a dice box. Jester.